Howdy y'all, welcome back to Crossfire Garage. So today we're gonna have a little it's gonna be a little bit of a different kind of episode today on Crossfire Garage. No, we're not doing anything with the whiteboard. What I got down here, I got some primer, some clear coat, some Duplicolor Perfect Match. Now I could not find, I should explain what we're doing today. You remember that funny video that I made where, well, I thought it was funny, where I was trying to be funny working on the old Escape. So I was trying to show funny rust repair, right? Well, it didn't work. It was a fail. I think the whole video was a fail, to be honest with you. But it came back, you know, eventually you got to pay the piper. And today we're paying the piper. So, got my battery disconnected. We're going to do a little rust fixing today on this. That's why I was about to go with the Duplicolor. Now this is duplicates original GM colors. Now obviously we know the Escape is of the Ford variety, but this is the only black metallic that they had. They really didn't have much for the Ford colors, and this is, my Ford is actually a tuxedo black. But it's actually that tuxedo black's got a little bit of metallic in it. So I'm hoping that the GM black metallic is close enough to the same to where we're not going to notice a huge difference. I think I got all the tools that I need sitting out, at least, you know, until I get into it and realize what I do actually need. First thing we got to do is we got to get that spray foam out of there. So that stuff, it dissolves fairly easily, and I have some, I don't even know where I went to. I've got something, is my point. That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna get you guys down here with me a little bit, and the reason that we don't have much of a video this week is because I'm on call this week, and I talked to him at work, and I was like, hey, you know, I got to put out YouTube videos. I can't really do on call anymore, and that just didn't fly with them. So, thanks a lot, you know. Anyway, so I have lacquer thinner, and again, our best dirty rag, and we're going to see if we can't just dissolve this. And maybe, we're going to punch it out first, though. Look. I mean, let's face it, it did fairly well for, you know, it prevented it from rusting more, I'll say that. Gotta try and get it out.
That's what she said.
I would imagine this stuff, I don't know, I would imagine it's flammable, and we're going to be welding some metal in here at this point, so we need to get it out. You know, and it being flammable, it's probably not good considering this thing doesn't even have a cap, so I'm sure there's fumes, you know, at least coming out, and probably not rolling out, but, you know, because it's got the little flappity cap thing on it that, you know, half the time when you're driving on the road, it tells you that it gives you the message because that cap gets dirty. All right, so that's mostly off. Let's take the lacquer thinner, see if we can't clean it up from here. All right, so we got it pretty well cleaned up. Now, depending on how this black turns out, the bottom of this door down here, it's got some rust starting. So we're gonna see how this turns out, and we may go ahead and do that. So I don't know if you guys happened to catch last week's video, but if you haven't, go back and watch it. We put the body back on the frame. It didn't quite work out as well as I had hoped, which is part of the reason we're going to the junkyard tomorrow. But so I had some friends over to help out with that. Gave Veronica the GoPro when she got here, and I was like, hey, grab some footage throughout it. Had a little special segment in there called Veronica TV, just kind of what she was recording. At the end of the day, she handed me the GoPro back, and there was 52 clips on there. 52 clips that I had to go through and edit. We're probably not going to be doing Veronica TV again anytime soon. But that's why I got you all a video on a Sunday last week. was because I was on call. I'm on call this week. I'm still on call until Monday morning. It's only Saturday now, but knock on wood. Get it? Knock on wood. I don't have any calls come in. I can at least get this project done. And worst case scenario, I have to wait till Monday to go to the junkyard. We were planning on doing it on Sunday. JB has some stuff going on today. Plus it was rainy today. Tomorrow they are open, so we're gonna see. Worst case scenario, I'll go on Monday. That's a lot of talking to tell you. We may go on Monday. Alright guys, while my compressor was doing its thing where it gets air inside the tank, I went ahead and I hit the back side of this with some of that black primer, just because, I'll do it again, but just because for now. But I have this right here. This is just a thing that some sandpaper came in, and I'm going to use it to make our little templates. I've got some, I don't know what this is, but it's about the same gauge as this, which I could probably cut this with some snips. I don't know. I'm guessing it's like 20 gauge. So I'm just going to make me some templates here that I need to cut out, and then we'll go from there. This is all just trial and error. Here's the thing is I don't know what your guys' skill level is. I don't know where you're at. I'm not really teaching you anything. I'm just kind of showing you what I'm doing. If there's something that I do that you didn't know, maybe you picked it up. I don't have that much engagement with a lot of my subscribers. And I like that. That'll be perfect for that one. Outside of, my old buddy Paul out there in California, I know his skill level, and it's, he's better than I am, let's face it. But one day I'll get a picture of his willies, and with his permission, I'll throw it up on the screen and let you see what he's doing. It's embarrassing to me what he's doing. Not because of how mine looks, not because of how his looks. But we're also doing two different styles. So that's where I'm, that's what I'm saying is going on, I'm like, oh yeah, his looks good, but I'm not, he's doing something completely different than what I'm doing, when really he's just better than I am, So anyway, my point is, drop me a comment, kind of tell me what you got going on. What's your project of the month, year, decade? I don't know. Some people, they take forever on their projects and they're building concourse cars. I don't think any of those guys are watching my channel. I actually need to, that'll be fine. We're gonna putty that. So, yeah, I don't think any of the guys building concourse cars are watching my channel. Unless, they're sitting around with their golfing buddies laughing at what I'm doing. Hey, I don't blame you one bit. Yeah, drop me a comment, let me know. I know I had a lot of people blowing me up on the plasma cutter videos and the welding videos and stuff, and saying, oh, here's, how I do things, and I've been doing this for X amount of years and stuff, and, and I really appreciate that, A lot of people on YouTube can't take constructive criticism. They look at everything as somebody slamming on what they're doing, which, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as, and maybe that's why some people come across rude sometimes, because they expect, a rude response from the creator. But I don't give rude responses. If you have a better way, or if you have a technique that you think I should try, blast it in there. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a shot. Maybe it'll work for me. Maybe it won't. It doesn't make your way right and my way wrong, or vice versa. Hey, we're all here to help each other, right? At least that's what I like to think. I like to think of a happy world. I just put this in my mouth and I forgot how dirty it is. And now it's all gritty on my tongue. God, there's chunks. Yep, I think that would be great. All right, guys. So let's get into doing a little zapping, and hopefully we don't burn the house down. For this, I've got my jogger McFlobber over there turned all the way down, and you know, the old Lincoln. So we'll see how she does. I think that'll work. On it. I'm always starting damn fires. Okay, so we eliminated that hole. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm good with that. I'm done welding on this piece of thing. Alright guys, I think we're ready for some Bondo. So let me gather some stuff to do some Bondo stuff. Now we're back. That's what we're going to be using today. U-Paul. This stuff is definitely not liking this cold weather, I can say that much. I mean, it's not even that cold, it's like 60 degrees, it doesn't like it. So let's hope we got enough hardener in there. Let's just start coating. Alright, so that looks like total ass, but I'm gonna let that dry, and if we have to, I got some glazing putty over there we can use. Let's give that its time to do its thing, and I'm gonna see if I can get it off my clothes as well. I hit this with a 60 grit. And we're looking pretty good, but got a few spots here that are a little low. I need to hit with some, I got some glazing putty. I'm just gonna hit them with some glazing putty. Let that dry, come back, sand it down again, try and get some primer on it. Before I had to set this heater up here, let it dry, because I came down and it wasn't dry. Went upstairs, took a nap, came down. But yeah, we'll come check on this in a few. I was making a point there that it's cold out and I'm using the heater to help dry it. Alright guys, so I went ahead and sanded this down, and it was mostly just kind of pitted rust. You know, it was going to start breaking through. So I put a skim coat of filler on that, and I'm gonna hit it with the 60 grit. The glazing putty hasn't dried yet, but it's, you know, it doesn't have any hardener in it, so it just takes a little longer. It's cold out. I do have a heater sitting there, but so we're going to be using Duplicolor Automotive Primer Series. Sandable, fills light scratches, and sands easy. In black. I can't get the lid off, guys. Alright, primer done. She already looks better. There is this, if you look, there's kind of a weird line here where somebody at one point had knocked the bubbling back from the paint and just hit it with some paint real quick, and I always thought it looked weird there. So, but I never really investigated until today, and that's what was going on. So, no big deal. Let that dry, and we got to focus on this area over here next. This here, I let dry overnight. I just hit it with the sander. It's pretty good. I'm happy with it. Again, this is no show car, so I'm just gonna hit it with some primer. It's cold, so I'm a little under the gun here because I do have to, you know, I'm going to try and make the junkyard today anyway. Now this panel down here, I did go ahead and primer that last night. So I'm going to, once I get some primer here, let this dry a little bit. I'm going to hit that with some, I don't know what I got over there, but I'm going to hit it with something. And I'm going to go ahead and lay some of the, see how that color looks anyway. This primer is just so cold in here, it's not taking very well. So give me a minute. I opened up the vent. I'm going to let it warm up a little bit in here. I'm going to hit this with some 600 grit real quick. Okay, so we're going to hit it with the Duplicolor, I don't know, this is GM Black Metallic. It's probably not going to match that well, but it's going to look better than it did. Alright, we'll see how that looks when it dries. I'm going to primer this quarter panel back here. I opened up that vent and it's already getting warmer in here, so hopefully it'll have a little lock. That body filler just soaks this right up also. Alright, so I'm going to take my heater. I'm just going to prop it up there and let it kind of blow right on that. Kind of dry that up. And, you know, I know we got some runs in there because I laid it on kind of thick, but we'll hit it with that 600, knock that down. And we'll probably hit that with 600 again. I don't know. We'll figure out what we're doing. So let me let this dry. I got the paint on there. You know, it is what it is. I'm going to hit it with the 600 wet, try to blend these edges just a little bit. Now, I don't think that's going to be perfect, but I think it's, you know, hey, it looks better than the foam we had sticking out there. So we'll let this dry real quick. I'm going to hit down here, and then we're going to do some clear. So I'm wiping this down with this white paper towel, and I'm not really picking up any black. As you can see, it's not blended perfectly. But hey, we'll do a before and after shot and see which one you prefer. This is a $20 fix here, so. Kind of have overspray everywhere, so I'm just going to hit this big area with the clear. Okay, so that looks like absolute garbage, but I got to run in my clear, whatever. Again, we'll do the before and after shots. We'll let that dry and we'll sand that run out, and then we'll come back. All right, guys, so I went ahead and finished everything up on the old Escape. Rolled her outside, give her a quick spray down. I can tell you, from here, 30 feet away, she looks great. Not so much when you get up close, but 10 feet away, you can start to notice. All right, so I didn't do the greatest job. It happens. As you can see, this is clearly not the same color, and it didn't, you know, whatever. Down there, looks all right. You'll never notice that. But again, compared to what we started with, I'll put right here, and this. You know, so that's a $20 fix. Literally, it was, you know, I think it was about 20 bucks to do that. You know, and a little bit of work. So I don't know, whatever. I'm happy with it. It's my daily driver, which I don't drive daily. I drive it like once a week. So I'm happy with it. I haven't heard from JB. This may be your video for this week. And we'll be back on the wheelies. Like I say, I gotta get over to the junkyard and pick up some stuff to get on the wheelies. So anyway, I don't know. My socials gonna be right in here. Subscribe. You know, hit the subscribe. Do me that favor. Anyway, look, I appreciate y'all watching. I really do. And you know, watching some idiot in Kentucky working out of his garage, doing, you know, haphazard and half-ass work. So, you know, anyway, I don't know. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Check out the Willys build. Check out some of my other videos if you like. And, you know, at some point we're going to get into doing some more giveaways and stuff. But right now I'm focusing on the Willys. I really want to, I've got ideas rumbling around up here that I need to get into reality on that. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. Y'all stay awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.